Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you a super useful Google Sheets trick, how to lock cell references using the F4 key so you can easily switch between relative and absolute references in your formulas. By the end, you'll master one of those little features that really speeds up your spreadsheet work and helps you avoid those frustrating formula errors, especially when you drag and copy formulas to new cells. Let's dive right in. Imagine you've got a simple inventory table. Picture columns labeled product, price, stock, and total value, just like a basic list you might use to keep track of what's in your pantry or inventory at your shop. Under products, you have apple, banana, orange, and mango. Their prices and quantities are next to them in the price and stock columns. Now in the total value column, we want to automatically calculate the total stock value for each product by multiplying the price by the stock. For example, apple would be 20 times 50. So to do that, we'd go into the first total value cell, which is D2, and enter the formula equals B2 asterisk C2. Here, B2 refers to the price of apple and C2 refers to how many apples are in stock. So far, so good. If you hit enter right now, Google Sheets will give you a total value just for apple. But what if you want to quickly get those totals for banana, orange, and mango too? Instead of typing the formula over and over, you can simply drag the corner of the cell down to apply the formula to the other rows. Now here, where locking comes in. Normally, as you drag the formula down, the cell references change automatically. For row 3, it becomes equals B3 asterisk C3. For row 4, equals B4 asterisk C4, and so on. This is called a relative reference. The reference changes as you move the formula to new locations. That's great, except when there's a value you don't want to change, like a fixed tax rate or a specific cell that holds a key value. If you want to lock that reference so it doesn't move when you drag your formula, you want to use an absolute reference. So how do you add that lock? It's really simple. Let's go back to your formula in D2. If you click on the B2 part of your formula in the formula bar and then press the F4 key, Google Sheets will automatically add dollar signs, changing it to $2. You'll see it go from B2 to $2 instantly. Those dollar signs are your friends. They tell Google Sheets, hey, keep this reference fixed no matter where I copy this formula. This is what's called an absolute reference. Now if you drag this formula down to D3, D4, and D5, that $2 part won't budge. It always points to row 2 in column B, but the C2 part is still relative, so it becomes C3, C4, and so on as you work down the list. This is perfect when you need to anchor one part of your formula but still let the other part move. For example, if B2 held a universal price or some constant, and you wanted to multiply a bunch of items by it, this trick would save you tons of time. Sometimes you might need to lock just the row or just the column. Pressing F4 repeatedly will cycle through all these options. You might see $2, then $2, then B2, and so on, so don't worry if it's not exactly right on the first try. Just keep tapping F4 until you get the combination you want. Give it a try on your own table. If you make a mistake, it's easy to undo or go back and edit the formula. It can feel a little strange at first to see those dollar signs pop up, but once you get the hang of it, you'll find yourself using absolute and relative references all the time, just like choosing to use a permanent marker instead of a pencil, depending on whether you want flexibility or something to stay fixed. Alright, that's the basics of locking cell references with F4 in Google Sheets. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, and if you have any questions about cell references, formulas, or anything else Google Sheets related, drop a comment below, and of course subscribe for more practical tutorials just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.